All right, hey guys, Matt with Modern Artisan here. Today, or not today, but the last couple days, off and on, been working on these cornhole boards for bags, whatever you want to call it. So they turned out real good. Some plywood, some walnut, really made them a lot nicer than they needed to be. But it was a cool build, it was fun. So tag along and see what we did. All right, hey guys, I'm in my office here and we had a super important job come in. It is not these cabinets, although those are going to be cool. What we have to do, we've got a super important project here, really high urgency. We've got to make a couple of boards for a cornhole set, or bags, whatever you might want to call it. So, yeah, obviously I'm being sarcastic. It's not super important, but I think it's gonna be fun. So we're just gonna make a couple bag sets, which lots of people do, but we're gonna try and make them really nice, do a couple different things. So I think we're gonna border it in walnut, and then I think we'll have like a walnut inset here that has the hole in it. And then the middle part, I got a bunch of Baltic birch around for like this curved joinery cabinetry stuff we're doing, which you'll probably see a video on that later. So actually I got a piece of it right here. So this is like the higher end Baltic birch. I don't know if hopefully that's on it in frame there, but you can tell like the cheaper stuff that you might get at like a local Lowe's or Home Depot, it might have like 5 plies or 7 plies. This is like 11 plies, and so there's a lot less voids and it's a lot better product. Anyways, the video is not about Baltic birch, but I think we're going to use this. I could actually round these edges, and like the higher quality birch, like it really pops when you finish. It looks nice. But I think we're actually going to join walnut to it just to kind of set it off and maybe do a design here. So just a fun project to do on the weekend here in my spare time. So let's get after it and have some fun. All right, so good start. I've got the pickle. I almost said pickleball. Cornhole. Cornhole boards are 2 foot by 4 foot, 24 by 48. I've got 2.5 inch wide walnut that's going around the perimeter. So these are cut a total of 5 inches short both ways. And so I've got approximately where I'm going to do a walnut inlay. Oh, they're over here. So I've got a couple chunks of walnut that'll be laid in the center here like so. And then they'll have the hole cut out. It'll be a 6-inch hole. And so we got a good start. We got all our walnut cut, planed, everything rough cut, marked out. But it's time for supper. So I will see you tomorrow. All right, guys, here we are. This is my Magnus opus as a builder. Cornhole boards. That's what it's come down to. So I've got the pieces cut and fit. These are just loose. This walnut perimeter is just loose laid on there. I got pretty good fit, I think. These the walnut insets for with the circle with the cutout. Those are Craig screwed in. Those are fast and those are good. We got a pretty tight fit on there. I wasn't 100% meticulous on that, but they look good. So I'm going to run around this with a domino and fasten the perimeter, and then we'll be ready for sanding and any other prep we need before we finish. Oh, and we're gonna stencil our R on there. So yeah, it's going good. I like it. Okay, good morning, guys. It is 6 a.m. the next day. We let these dry overnight, and they looked really good. They look a little dull right now because I just sanded them. I went over them pretty good with 220. I was real careful on the letters, though. I didn't want to hit those too hard. But I sanded everything else. The first coat, I just did polyurethane because I just wanted to brush it on. And so I'll probably do a few coats of polyurethane, sanding in between coats, especially the first coat really raises the grain. So we got that knocked down, and we're going to put another coat on. But then after I put on all of the coats, I'll let it cure for a few days at least. And then I'll go through with some 4-0 steel wool and some wax, and it'll shine it up. It'll make it look nice, and it'll make it a little less frictionless for the bags when they land on it. So because the bags should be able to slide a little bit. I don't want it like an ice skating rink, but it should be pretty smooth, and the wax will help with that. I even do that on tables and stuff a lot. But anyways, so here we go with the next coat. All right. Okay, there's the second coat. Looks really good. It looks really cool. I like the contrast between the walnut and that birch. And it really didn't, the birch is just plywood, so that's fairly cheap. And walnut is expensive, but that's just some scrap 1x walnut that was around. So I mean, that's no big loss. It's really not much walnut at all. But I love the contrast. It looks really good with the walnut and then the lighter and then those black letters. It's a good look. So I need to start working on the boxes that go underneath while that's drying, and we'll probably document a little bit of that, and then let's get this thing put together. All right, so I got my pieces cut that'll make the box out on the bottom of the bag set, and then I'll do a couple more for legs. And so I'm just gonna domino these suckers together, and I'll use pocket screws so then I don't have to clamp it. The pocket screws will just hold together. So I'm gonna use the domino. I got 5mm by 30mm dominoes. And so normally you would just set the depth here. Probably can't see that, but you can set the depth here. And so for a 30, normally you go 15 and 15. Problem is 15mm will be too deep on this. And so I'll domino it together like this. But if I go 15 deep, that's too deep on a 3/4 inch board. So what I'll do, the smallest setting on the domino is 12. So I'll do 12 here and then 20 or whatever the next one is. So it'll be deeper on this side, but you just got to get that 30mm. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to use the back system to hold it and get this done quick so we can put it together.
Okay guys, that completes the Operation Cornhole. So I just need to order some custom bags with R's on them from Etsy or something. And that'll complete the set. So that was a fun one. Thanks for watching.